I am Dr. Teri Brandenburg. I'm the manager of online teaching advancement at Utah Tech Online. Let's go ahead and talk about why we're having to talk about this topic at this time. Well, it's because there's a new rule that impacts accessibility in our online courses. And that new rule is in Title II of the Americans with Disabilities Act. And it states that state and local governments, including public universities like ours, must ensure all services, programs, activities, including online learning, are accessible to individuals with disabilities. So this rule applies to all campus websites and mobile apps, but today's focus is on making sure our Canvas course content is accessible. The new minimum requirement for accessibility is what ADA Title II has adopted, the Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, also known as WCAG or WCAG. So we'll be referring to WCAG as the official standards, technical standards for accessibility of digital content. You may be familiar with some WCAG standards already without knowing, such as alt text descriptions for images, captions and transcripts for videos, having sufficient color contrast, keyboard navigation, clearly defined and structured headings and labels. We'll take a look at these and other important WCAG standards in just a minute. We're hoping your key takeaway is a better understanding of these key accessibility standards and how to apply them in your Canvas courses. Accessible means a learner with a disability is afforded the opportunity to acquire the same information, engage in the same interactions, and enjoy the same services as a learner without a disability, just as effectively, within the same time frame, and with substantially equivalent ease of use. So the learning experience doesn't have to be identical for students with disabilities, but it must provide equal opportunity to the learning and the benefits of your course. So think of as accessibility as making sure your online course materials, activities, and assessments work for all your students. Why does accessibility matter in your courses? Well, it is the law. It has been the law, but now it's the law with more teeth. Now they're using those WCAG standards, those web accessibility guidelines, to evaluate whether our Canvas courses meet the standards of the law or not. It is also a best practice for quality online teaching. And we've adopted that into Utah Tech policy. Policy 601B states that all of our materials and resources are digitally accessible, readable, and meet current standards for web accessibility. We've used Quality Matters standards and the Online Learning Consortium quality scorecard, as well as other resources to establish that policy.